Hello, Rafael. I'm so glad you're being honored tonight by the International Institute of New England because I'm talking to you as a fellow U.S. citizen, but born somewhere else. And I would like to play for you a piece of music that's actually traveled quite a lot.
I'm here because I am an immigrant, just like Rafael, okay? And I was born in 1932 in Berlin, Germany. Immigrants have made this country go. And that's pronounced over and over again. And it's true.
I think it's great that MIT is led by an immigrant. It reinforces the principles of meritocracy at MIT, that what's important is what you can do, the kind of work that you can perform, the kind of leadership that you can exhibit, not so much about your gender or color or nationality.
When I first got here, being international was celebrated but exotic. And now I actually think it's just part of the whole cultural experience of being at MIT. It's more integrated, if you will. You're not someone who came from somewhere else. You know, it's more like, oh, you're from somewhere else, so am I. You know, and that's just, it's normal. And I think that's a very healthy thing.
I believe that the diversity of student body is very important for their creativity, for their curiosity about what's going on in the world. The academics is all about curiosity, about asking interesting questions. Certainly having a diverse community emphasizes all of this.
Rafael brings a deep sympathy for folks who come from the outside. And the outside need not be just Venezuela or India or China. The outside just as well be Tennessee or even Lowell, Massachusetts. And so if with that perspective, I think what Rafael really sort of brings forward is the sense of sympathy and embracing that outsider and bringing them inside.
We don't have enough diversification about all the nationalities. You can't always do that, but I think the attempt should continue to be made. And that's what I think one of the big things I see here is that I think that has done a lot of good for the place, and it's done a lot of good for the world.
I think immigrants bring their own experiences to every aspect of their lives, including their job and their leadership style. Rafael, he has a real intrinsic Latino warmth. He is not just the remote leader who's making policy, etc. You meet him and immediately you want to interact, and he wants to interact. You feel that. The travel ban, when it first came, Rafael and his leadership stepped up. They made very firm statements that I think are very comforting to people when they're scared that MIT stands with them. And it wasn't just words. We had members of the community that were actually held at the airport or not allowed to board planes, and behind the scenes there was a lot of activity to support the people in those circumstances. And I actually felt very proud of our institution for taking the stance that they did.
He's very upset by what's going on in Washington about the immigration policy. I mean, explicitly making sure that MIT, for example, would be a sanctuary for people if they got into trouble. I can ascribe it to him being an immigrant, but I think that all human beings here should feel that way. It's not just immigrants.
What I admire the most about Rafael is his sensitivity to people, his personality, his intuition about the community around him, the individuals and globally. That seems very natural.
So Rafael's international perspective really enriches the way we think about everything that we do. That whole openness thing, the whole business of let's all work together and lift humanity, that is Rafael in a nutshell.
Congratulations to you and to Christine. And thank goodness you came to America. Thank you for everything that you've done.